every day is a reading day, isn't it? Ma'am tells us that you must read stories every night before going to bed. You must listen to stories, tell mama papa to read out loud to you. You can also read storybooks on your own. Now you know how to read and write. So why are we celebrating only today's day as the reading day? Why not any other day? Narayan Panikkar, he was born on 1st of March 1909 and he died on 19th June 1995. So today happens to be his death anniversary. Today is 19th of June and we remember Mr. Panikkar for the great work that he did by celebrating his death anniversary as the reading day. What work did he do? He did a great work in the state of Kerala for a betterment of the public libraries. And that is why Kerala today has the highest literacy rate in our country. You know what is literacy rate? It means the number of people in that state. We have maximum number of people in any state who can read and write. There is no illiterate person. There is no person. We have 99% literacy rate in the state of Kerala, which is the highest amongst all the states in our country. Now I am going to stop presenting this and I will ask Tanisha Didi, who is studying in class 8 of our school, to tell you a very interesting story.
Hello everyone, my name is Tanisha and I will be taking your storytelling session. So here I have 3 friends of mine. This is the partridge, this is the hare and this is the cat. Okay, so let's start with the story. The hare, partridge and the cat. Long time ago, there lived a partridge under a tree. The partridge one day decided to go to the fields and indulge itself in the food over there. But it did not return. The hare, the partridge and the cat. Okay? So, long time ago, there lived a partridge under a tree. The partridge one day decided to go to the fields and indulge itself in the food over there. But it did not return for many days, as it found the fields a good source of food. So, long time ago, there lived a partridge and he was finding a field for himself for food. So, one day he found a field and then he stayed over there. And he did not return. Why? Because he found good source of food over there. In the meantime, a hare came along one day and occupied the same dwelling which the partridge used to live in. So one day what happened, when the partridge was not over there, then a hare came along and what did he do? He took the same dwelling where the partridge used to live and he started to make that place as his own house.
I am going to tell you a very nice story and the name of the story is The Ant and the Dove. In a faraway forest near the banks of a river lived a very naughty ant. मतलब एक बहुत दूर के जंगल में रिवर के पास एक बहुत ही नॉटी, बहुत ही शरारती एंट रहती थी, चींटी रहती थी. One day, the ant was playing on a tree near the river. एक दिन वो जो शरारती नॉटी एंट थी ना, चींटी, वो एक ट्री पर खेल रही थी और वो ट्री कहाँ था? वो ट्री उसी रिवर के पास था. While playing, he fell down in the water. खेलते खेलते वो चींटी गलती से नीचे रिवर के पानी में गिर गई. That खेलते
and his name was Peter. Okay, so this book has been written by Beatrix Potter. Once upon a time, there were 4 little rabbits and their names were Flopsy, Mopsy,
there was also a movie on
and Peter. Very good if you have watched it, but many people have not, so let's just continue with the story. Once upon a time, there were 4 little rabbits, and their names were Flopsy, Mopsy, Cottontail, and Peter. They lived with their mother in a sandbank underneath the root of a very big fir tree. Now, my dears, said old Mrs. Rabbit one morning, you may go into the fields or down the lane, but don't go into Mr. McGregor's garden. Your father had an accident there. He was put in a pile by Mrs. McGregor. Now run along and don't get into mischief. I'm going out. I hope you can understand it now, or do you need me to explain it? Anyone? No, I am understanding. Okay. Then old Mrs. Rabbit took a basket and her umbrella to the baker's. She bought a loaf of brown bread and 5 currant buns. Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail, who were good little bunnies, went down the lane together to gather blackberries. But Peter, who was very naughty, ran straight away to Mr. McGregor's garden and squeezed under the gate. First, he ate some lettuce.
Okay, Pavni, can we just move on to the previous slide? Okay, so now can anybody tell me what has happened so far in the story?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, tell me.
Ma'am, the mother said to not go to Mr.
Gregor's, Mr. Gregor's house.
But the little bunny, but Peter is very naughty and he has gone to Mr. Gregor's under gate.
Okay, now can somebody tell me how many children did the mama rabbit have?
Ma'am, 4.
Can you tell me the names of the bunny rabbit? One by one.
Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail, and the Peter Rabbit.
Very good, Gopal. Very good. So, Mama Rabbit had 4 little babies, and their names were Flopsy, Mopsy, Cottontail, and Peter. So, was Mama Rabbit with them when Peter went out of the house to Mr. Gregor's farm?
No, ma'am.
Where was she?
No, ma'am.
Where was she?
Ma'am,
Ma'am, she lived in the house.
No.
She was at the
No.
baker's.
Very good. She had gone to the baker's shop with an umbrella in her hand to buy some brown bread and 5 currant buns. So, which means that many of you are listening to the story and you're understanding also. Very good. Good children. Okay. So what happened that Peter did not listen to his mother. His mother, while leaving for the baker's shop, told her children that not to go anywhere outside the house, especially not to Mr. McGregor's farm, because she said that their father met with an accident when he had once entered into McGregor's farm and he never returned home after that, and therefore she was cautioning her children not to go there. But what happened to Peter? Did he listen to what his mother was saying?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
So was he an obedient child?
Away into Mr. Gregor's garden and squeezed under the gate.
He did not listen to what his mother said, and he did exactly what was told not to be done. The other 3 children, Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail, they were obedient children. They listened to what their mother was saying and they stayed at home. But Peter did exactly the opposite of what his mother had asked him not to do. And then what happens, we are going to find later. What is the consequence of not listening to your parents? You will get to know from this story. Okay, Pavni, continue.
first he ate some lettuces and some French beans, and then he ate some radishes, and then, feeling rather sick, he went to look for some parsley. There he met Mr. McGregor. So now in this story, what happened that when he reached the garden, he ate some lettuce and then some French beans and then he ate some radish. So after eating a lot of food at once, he started feeling that it's not digesting properly and he was sick. So he started looking for parsley to digest the food. And while he was looking for parsley, he met Mr. McGregor. Mr. McGregor was on his hands and knees planting out young cabbages. But he jumped up and ran after Peter, waving a rake and calling out, "Stop, thief!" So now when Mr. McGregor saw him while he was sowing onions and cabbages and all the plants, so he saw Mr. Peter, and he started running behind Peter and started calling him thief and said, "Stop, thief." Peter was most dreadfully frightened. He rushed all over the garden, for he had forgotten the way back to the gate. Unfortunately, he ran into a gooseberry net and got caught by the large button on his jacket. It was a blue jacket with brass buttons, quite new. So now when Peter was very frightened and he was running away, then he ran into a gooseberry net because his jacket got stuck in the gooseberry net, and the jacket was blue and it was really new. So the buttons got stuck in the net and he was not able to come out. As Peter was trying hard to come out of the net, Mr. McGregor came up with a seed which he intended to pop upon the top of Peter. But Peter wriggled out just in time, leaving his jacket behind him. So now Peter was trying to come out, then suddenly Mr. McGregor came with a sieve which he wanted to hit Peter with and pop on his head. But just when he was about to do it, Peter came out of the net and he ran away, but his jacket was still in the net, so he left his jacket and rushed into the tool shed and jumped into a can. It could have been a beautiful thing to hide in if it had not so much water in it. Mr. McGregor was quite sure that Peter was somewhere in the tool shed, perhaps hidden underneath a flower pot. He began to turn them over carefully, looking under each. Just then, Peter sneezed. Achoo! Mr. McGregor was after him in no time and tried to put his foot upon Peter, who jumped out of a window, upsetting 3 plants. The window was too small for Mr. McGregor, and he was tired of running after Peter. He went back to his work. So now Peter, while he was running away, so he went into the tool shed of the garden and he jumped into a can. And it says that he could have stayed there and hidden himself a long time, but if only it had not so much water in it. It was filled with water, so he could not stay there for long. And when Mr. McGregor was finding, he was sure that he was in the tool shed, Peter. So he started looking under the pots, he was turning them and finding Peter. And while he was hiding, Peter suddenly sneezed, achoo! And Mr. McGregor heard it. So he was behind Peter and he wanted to stop Peter by putting his leg on him. But just in time, Peter ran away, and because he jumped from a window and the window was very small for Mr. McGregor, so he could not keep the pace with Peter, and he was also tired. So Mr. McGregor left Peter and he went back to his work. So what happens after that is that Peter sat down to rest. He was out of breath and trembling with fright, and he had not the least idea which way to go. Also, he was very damp with sitting in that can. After a time, he began to wander about, going lippity, lippity, not very fast, and looking all around. So after running away from the garden from Mr. McGregor, so he sat down to rest. He was tired, he was frightened, he did not know where to go. But after some time of resting, he started walking again. But he was walking really slow because he was wet and tired. So he was not going very fast when he started wandering about the garden. He found a door in a wall, but it was locked. There was no room for a fat little rabbit to squeeze underneath. Okay, stone doorstep. Carrying apples. Peter asked her the way to the gate, but she had such a large bee in her mouth that she could not answer. She only shook her head at him. Peter began to cry. So now,
Pavni, just blow up the screen on full pitch.
I hope now you can see.
Now let me ask some questions to them. Now see, just tell me, was Peter enjoying in the field?
No.
Why?
Mother put him to bed and made some chamomile tea, and she gave a dose of it to Peter. 1 tablespoonful to be taken at bedtime. But Flopsy, Mopsy and Cottontail had bread and milk and blackberries for supper.